What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm starting things a little bit later in the day today. It's almost like 1 o'clock now, but going up to the outlets because I gotta grab some stuff, and I'm also gonna film a video here because it's always super dead in the it's just like a massive parking lot and there's never anybody there. Yeah, there's never anybody here, so I can just knock 2 birds out. Actually, there's a Starbucks here and I need coffee, so 3 birds, 1 stone. They got some new stuff here. We get that nitro cold brew, mocha cookie crumble frappuccino, boys. I don't know.
My name is Michelle. What can we get for you today?
May I please try the grande pumpkin cream cold brew?
Of course. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right, $4.85. Thank you.
Super white girl today. Had to do it to him. And shout out to Mr. Adam LZ for tipping me off to this drink. I'm excited to try it. It's a little fruity, but it should be good. It's fall time, you know? You know what else time it is? It's boost weather, boys. It's getting chilly out. The old thermometer says it's 67 degrees outside. It's beautiful out, and that means that it is perfect weather for boost. Oh, Thick F30 was right, dude. You gotta watch out for these like extra large SUVs and minivans with moms in them, because, dude, they order so much. It takes forever, man. Like, they've already handed her food like 4 times. What else could you possibly have ordered?
There you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Gotta eat. Damn, look at this thing. Look how frothy that is. It's so good. There's so much like spices on top though. I just get like a mustache full of cream and sugar and cinnamon or something. Like I was saying, it's been a little while since I've driven the F30. I've been just really enjoying the Prelude lately. I don't know why, it's just been more mods for it, I guess, between wrapping the roof and putting the banner on. If you guys didn't watch that video, go back 1 video past and you'll catch up on that. But I've just been really enjoying the Prelude, and also the F30 needs an inspection sticker, so I did order something that's gonna be helpful for that scenario, so stay tuned for that. I think it'll be helpful for a lot of guys in the F30 community who may or may not have their catalytic converters removed, but we're gonna get to that. Today I want to do 2 things to the F30. One, I picked up a new cabin air filter just because I don't think this one has ever been changed. It's a 2013 328, and chances are they never bothered to change it. It was a certified pre-owned, so technically BMW should have gone through the car and changed everything out like that, but I guess, who knows? We're gonna open it up today, see what the condition of it is. The car doesn't smell bad. I know a lot of the time some F30s, if you let that go too long, they really start to get this really bad smell in the interior, and then it's like hard to get it out. So I'm trying to be proactive here. The car doesn't smell, but like I said, just never been changed. So wanna do that, and I also picked up a Meguiars Air Refresher, which is kind of funny because last time I used it on the Prelude, it was at this exact same location. So making full circle here. Can we just take a second to appreciate this F30? I freaking love this car. It has made my life so enjoyable, made this channel possible. This is the car that started it all, so I'm just forever grateful for it. Because we're gonna be working with the air refresher, we're gonna need to take the window vents out, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop those out, just roll the windows down, and these come out super easy, just like that. Toss them in there, and then just shut the window, because obviously you want to have all the windows, the sunroof closed. I also recommend closing your visors, so that way the scent will basically pick up any odors that are in the visor. Whereas if you had it kind of open like that, then all of this fabric here wouldn't get touched. So just a little tip, but I gotta go take that one out too. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I picked up. Got a Meguiars Air Refresher. This time I got the black chrome, which I'm excited to smell. I think, ooh, it's got a little scratch and sniff. Oh yeah, it smells like black ice. So that's what I kind of figured. I'm sure there's like some trademark issues. They can't call it black ice, but black chrome basically smells just like the black ice air refresheners, which if you're in the car community, you know those are the best. And I also picked up, like I was saying, new cabin air filter. I didn't go with the expensive like BMW OEM replica or even the BMW OEM filter, just cause like it's a filter. How intense could it be, right? What we need to do is take off this under panel here, and I believe there's a couple, maybe it's Torx bits, I'll let you know in a second, but the cabin filter, air filter is on the passenger side, kind of right up here. So if you were on the passenger side, it's underneath the glove box. I just checked out Mr. Brian over at Keys Motorsports video on his install for this. So I guess there's 2 10 mils, one I think right here, I don't even know if the camera's focused, and one on the other side. So 2 10 mils that are basically gonna release this piece of plastic here. Got my trusty 10 mil, I'm gonna go ahead and pop those out right now. Woo. One, it's in a really tough spot, guys, so just, yeah, take your time with it. Now with these two removed, what we should be able to do is just put a little bit of light pressure on this here, maybe from the top, and just kind of pull it down. Yep, and it should just kind of release out like that. Just be careful because there are some connectors, some lights that are connected here for the footwell, so just don't go yanking it too hard. You can see the cigarette lighter is right there. You can just basically grab this tab. This contrast is crazy right now. Grab this white tab and just lift it up and it will pull off like that, and then you gain access there. And then there's also a light way back here, this white thing I believe, and there's a connector on the back side of it, so if you can kind of wiggle that out, that'll make that a little bit easier, but I might have to, yeah, pull it out a little bit more to get access to it. Another update, got this removed. It's just a pinch tab, so you kind of just want to lift up on this while you're pulling that out. The only issue is I have this cord running through this little hole here, which I can't remove, or I don't want to remove, because it's basically this little LED bar here, this strip that I used or installed. So I'm gonna try and do this job with this thing still kind of just in here and more or less just out of the way a little bit. But if we look back under here, you'll see this black kind of angular piece of plastic right here. That's gonna be where your air filter is. So I believe there's a T20 or two T20 screws you wanna take out in order to get this black piece of plastic off. Just got those two screws out. This is what they look like. I would show you guys in there, but it's so hard to get the camera in there and actually get a good angle with enough light. So just take those two T20s out. And next, what you should be able to do is just kind of remove these clips right here and then drop this piece of plastic down, and you'll see the air filter right behind there. Sorry, I just keep like picking the camera up after I get everything done, but now you can tell that the piece of plastic is off, and if we look right up there, you can see the OEM filter, and basically what you want to do is just wiggle it out. Oh, I guess it just falls out like that, along with a lot of dirt and stuff. That's gross. Definitely good we're changing this. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get it out the rest of the way. Oh, it's so nasty. Oh, the dust is coming off. Please don't get into my interior. That is gross. Look at this. There's like legit leaves and stuff in here. But, I mean, overall, if I bend these apart, it actually doesn't look too bad. Doesn't hurt to change it, but yeah. It should be like the essence of what my F30 smells like, right? It actually doesn't smell at all. Doesn't smell bad at all, which is kind of funny, so whatever. Make note of the angle of this, and then also make note of where the arrow is pointing on the air filter, because you're going to want to put it in the exact same way. So make sure you make note of that. In case you didn't make note of it, it should orientate itself like this, so when you basically drop it down from below, it's going to be coming out like this. So you'll notice like the BMW Group logo up top, and you'll see this arrow pointing towards the front of the car, and the bend is basically like that. So what you want to do is make sure that the logo is in the right direction, everything is in the right orientation before you go ahead and put the new one back in. This is the one I picked up. It's from this company TYC. Literally, guys, this thing was like $11 on Amazon. So I, again, just don't really see the need to spend the $45 on an OEM one, just because, I mean, they look the same. So I'll go ahead and pull this one out so I can show you. So if we pull this one out, you can tell it literally looks exactly the same. So and get it out of this plastic packaging. Here's the new one, and they're the same size. You can tell that it's not angled. The OEM ones weren't angled either when it first was installed, so it was basically flat like that, but you have to bend it in order to get it in there. So you can notice that up here you see airflow with the arrows pointing that way, so we're gonna basically keep it the same direction as the OEM filter, and we just need to basically slide this back up into there and then just reinstall everything. I don't know if my F30 is different, but everyone, or all the videos I watched, like Keys and Shoe Mile, when they did this install, like everyone said it was kind of difficult to get the filter in. Didn't have a problem at all. So the new filter is in and seated correctly. So next what we need to do is pop this back on just like that, and you'll hear it kind of click into place. Sorry, my mouth is right next to the mic, so if I'm like yelling, that's why. hardest part is out of the way. Now I just need to put those two T20 screws back in, the two 10 mils back in, get this piece of plastic all put together, and then we are on to the air refresher. It's actually getting kind of warm out, to be honest. I was saying it was hoodie weather, but it's kind of like white tee weather now. I just got everything installed for the cabin air filter. Everything is put back together, looking good, minus some dirt on my carpets now. But we should be able to start this up here. I'm gonna go ahead and try the AC, I guess. Flip that over. Honestly, because it wasn't that dirty before, I probably won't even notice a difference, but so far, I mean, it's still blowing cold. Still smells good. Smells like a BMW. Now, given I've never owned a car as new as this when I first bought it, but I've never had a car that like holds its smell. I don't know what it is, and maybe you guys have noticed this too, but like BMWs just smell like BMWs. There's something very specific and unique about it, and I can pinpoint it anytime I get back into this car. I've had it now for like 3.5, 4 years, I think, going on, and this car still smells like it did when I picked it up off the lot from BMW, so that's really cool. It's nice getting back into this car after not driving it for a while, because that BMW smell just like covers the whole car. It's great, but everything's working. AC is blowing cold, everything smells good. Get the max AC blowing. There's no like boost leaks coming from the air filter or anything, so I think we did a good job. Next, what I want to do is hit the F30 with this. And if you guys missed the episode where I did this to the Prelude, it's basically like a stink bomb, but a very good smelling stink bomb that you put on you put into your car while the car's running, while the air conditioning is blowing, and everything is just getting recycled throughout the entire car, which is why this stuff is a little different than just like the little hanging trees or anything you can get, like the little vent smelly things. This made the Prelude smell good for, I think, almost a month. I counted about 3.5 weeks before I really started to not smell it anymore, so this stuff holds true. It's cheap, it's on Amazon. Both the products that I'm using today, if you guys want to throw these into your F30, I'll have links down below to Amazon, that way you can pick it up, prime deliver that stuff, and get it installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and get this ripping. I'm excited for this scent because I got a different one. I got like the new car scent, but this is gonna smell like black ice, so really stoked. Just a real quick run over on the directions. So basically you want to start the vehicle with the fan set on high, circulating cold air, and close all the windows. With the air refresher nozzle facing away from you, activate its locking trigger. Place it in the center of the car, typically the floor between the front and the back seats. Close all the doors for 15 minutes. And then open all the doors for 15 minutes, turn off the vehicle and let it air out for 15 minutes. So with that being said, you do want to give yourself some time, not because it's like labor intensive, it's just time intensive. So you're gonna have to basically run the car for 15 minutes while this thing goes off. Then you want to let it sit for 15 minutes, and then you want to open the doors and let it air out for 15 minutes. So basically what we want to do, pop this off, and you'll see this little nozzle here. You'll press it down and it will basically click into place and hold. I'm probably just gonna either put it right here or probably more likely right on top of this. It says the floor, but this should be fine right here. Actually, I might just throw it right there. I think that's a good spot. I'm also gonna fold the rear seats down so that way the trunk gets hit with all the good stuff, all the good smell. But I think we're pretty much ready. I'm gonna go ahead and take my coffee out of here so I don't get this stuff in it. All my windows are up, sunroof is closed, I think. Yeah, sunroof is closed. Close the vent, like I'd mentioned, shut the shades, so that way you can get that too. Got the rear seats down so the trunk's gonna get hit, and we are good to go. Start the AC, we're gonna put it up onto max, and make sure it's on circulate. This thing's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little shake and start her up. And it clicked into place. You can see it's going off. Now we'll just shut this and we wait for 15 minutes. Damn, it's real girthy. So this stuff smells a lot. Like I'm standing like 6 feet away from the car with all the windows and doors closed and I can still smell it. So it's good stuff. Set timer for 15 minutes.
Set it.
Nice.
Your timer is set for
15 minutes, boys. I actually lied. You want to let it run for 15 minutes and then it says, yeah, just let it run for 15 minutes with all the doors closed. and then you open it up and let it air out for 15 minutes. So it's really only like a 30-minute process. I thought there was an extra 15-minute interval in there. I guess I forgot. So just waiting for 15 minutes, then we can air it out. It's been about 5 minutes or so, and if you look at the canister, you guys probably can't tell, but it stopped spraying. That's okay. It just basically depletes the whole can, and then that's why we turn the air recycling on, is so that way it continues to move it all the way throughout the car. It makes the whole car smell good. Got about 5 more minutes, just trying to kill some time watching my boy Dave kill it on his YouTube channel. You guys, this sun is like relentless. But yeah, go check out my boy Dave's channel. New exhaust upload. Timer is up. So now we should be able to open this up here. It smells amazing. As you can tell, this thing stopped spraying. We can go ahead and turn this all the way off and then actually shut the car off. And you're just gonna wanna probably just open up everything. Open up the doors, open up the sunroof, open up the trunk, and let this thing air out for 15 minutes. Got everything opened up. The car smells amazing, guys. It just reeks of black ice, which is my favorite scent. So I'm really stoked on it. I'm just gonna let this air out for a little bit and wait for it to kind of be more safe to inhale the air in the car. In about 15 minutes, that's gonna wrap up this job. The F30 smells great, looks great, got it nice and washed today, so the whole car is just smelling good, feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's beautiful out. I'm about to go do some shopping. So I think what I'm gonna do, because my buddy David's gonna be coming over, we might be picking up the cameras again. So I'm not gonna quite end the vlog here. So stay tuned. Might have some fun stuff today. Woo, all right, boys, just got some stuff. Got some goodies, about to just upgrade the apparel a little bit. Had to pick up a new white tee, which I'm not gonna pull out, it's just a white tee, but I did scoop up some pretty dope socks. They were like 3 for $12, so I got the Obey mid-calves, got some Supra mid-calves. I used to love Supra shoes. I had, actually, fun story, I had the Supra Vaders, the hella tall ones that like Justin Bieber used to wear, and I don't know. Yeah, they were cool at a time, and their skate shoes are nasty. And then I got these ones too, which are just like a little bit shorter, and they say, I don't know this brand, but they look cool. I'm gonna go head back home now. Probably link up with David. I'll catch up with you guys when we get back to the house. Oh, this car is so much fun, man. I'm gonna steal David's little tidbit from his video, but he made a really good point, guys. Spend the time, even if you don't have the money, spend within your price range, but find a car you're gonna love to drive, because it makes getting into the car every morning just so much better. It makes every moment you're driving so much better. I can't stress enough, like, even if you're working with like $1,000 to spend on a car, maybe it's your first car, spend it wisely. Take the extra time, maybe spend a few extra weeks just looking for the right car and not jumping on the cheapest or the thing that just looks the best in photos. So just something to think about. This video is being edited right now, and I'm realizing it's actually a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, so I don't think I'm gonna keep it rolling. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in picking up either the air filter or the Meguiars Air Refresher, I'll have links down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep elevating. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.